Today we're looking at lesson 20.1, draw quadrilaterals. Let's read the I can statement together, please. I can draw a quadrilateral giving descriptions of the sides and angles in the shape. I can group quadrilaterals using the side length or the number of right angles. Spark your learning. An architect is asked to design an outdoor theater stage in the shape of a quadrilateral. An architect is a person that you pay to design things. Like the school paid an architect to design this new addition. Anytime you're going to build anything, and you usually need an architect, especially if it's a big project. Okay, so she's to design an outdoor theater stage in the shape of a quadrilateral. What's quadrilateral? A four-sided figure. The stage must have two pair of parallel sides. What are parallel sides?
Sides that are like train tracks.
Right. They will never touch each other. They will be the same distance apart always. No right angles. What's a right angle? Right. It's a perfect square corner, right? And at least two sides that are different in length. Okay? So I want all of you to try and draw a design that matches it. Here's your attributes. It's got to be a quadrilateral, so it has to have four sides. It has to have two pair of parallel sides, no right angles, and at least two sides that are different in length. Go for it. Okay, so we've been looking here in the room, and we're struggling with this. So I'm going to try and draw this. I don't know how great I'll be at it. Maybe if I use my line segment.
You made one that worked. Same. That's what I drew.
Okay. Okay. Some of you wanted to draw squares. Could we have drawn a square? No, because the square it does have two pair of parallel sides, but it has right angles.
Wait, technically they could be a right angle.
And at least two sides, no. These two are greater than right angles. And these two are less than right angles. Okay. I can't remember. Somebody's back there was. Okay? So try and draw a little drawing like that. It doesn't have to be that big. You could make it just go up like 4 and over and back down and over. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so it cannot be a square, or these all have two pair of parallel sides. A square, a rhombus, a rectangle, and a parallelogram. Okay? Which of those quadrilaterals do not have right angles? A rhombus and a parallelogram. Which tool could you use to solve the problem? Okay? Is it possible for a rhombus to have two sides that are in different lengths? No. A rhombus has four sides of equal length. So it had to be a parallelogram. And a definition for a parallelogram is two sets of parallel sides. Okay, did everybody get something drawn?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go on. Turn it over. Draw a quadrilateral that has two pairs of opposite sides that are equal in length. Two pair of opposite parallel sides and four right angles. Two pairs of opposite sides that are equal in length. So what can we draw here? You don't.
I think I know. I know.
What?
Rectangle.
That's what they draw. They draw a rectangle.
I was going to say a square. No, because they have to be opposite. Some of them are
Opposite sides that are equal in length. Well, but it doesn't say all sides equal in length. Okay, it says to which quadrilateral category does this shape you drew belong? Well, we know it's what? What shape is it? It's a rectangle. Okay, put a comma. Does it have two parallel sides? So it's a parallelogram. And it can also be a trapezoid. Okay? The criteria for a trapezoid is 4 sides, 4 angles, and at least one pair of parallel sides. At least one pair of parallel sides. And a trapezoid has all those. Okay? Here we go. B. Oh my. How do you know the shape you drew belongs to these categories? Oh, goodness. Okay, this is a long answer, so I'm going to stop the recording and type them in. Okay, B is a long explanation, so when I get done going through it, here's just what we've already said. A rectangle has all the attributes given, meaning it had 2 pair of opposite sides that were equal in length, 2 pair of opposite parallel sides, and 4 right angles. All the attributes given. A parallelogram has 2 pair of opposite sides that are equal in length and 2 pair of parallel sides. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has at least 1 pair of parallel sides. A parallelogram is also a type of trapezoid. What do all the quadrilaterals in this group share? Okay, let's see. We'll just start with the first one, a trapezoid. Do they all have 4 sides? Do they all have 4 angles? Do they all have at least 1 pair of parallel sides? Yes. So you need to write trapezoid on the line. Trapezoid. Comma. Now let's go to the parallelogram. Do they all have 4 sides? Yes. 4 angles? 2 pair of opposite sides of equal length? Yes. And 2 pair of parallel sides. So they can be a parallelogram. Can they be a rectangle? Let's see. 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 right angles. Can they be a square? Nope, because they don't have right angles, all of them. Can they be a rhombus? Let's see. 4 sides, 4 angles, 2 pair of opposite sides of equal length. Yes. 4 sides of equal length. Yes. At least 1 pair of parallel sides. And 2 pair of parallel sides. So they can also be a rhombus. So rhombus, a trapezoid, and a parallelogram. Draw a quadrilateral that does not belong to this group. Explain why this shape does not belong to the group. What could we draw here? Okay, we could draw not a square, but we could draw a rectangle. Okay. Then we have to tell why it doesn't belong to the group. Why doesn't it belong to that group up there?
2 pairs of parallel sides.
It does have 2 pair of parallel sides. What it doesn't have is it does not have 4 equal sides. This shape does not. Everybody should be writing. If you're at home, turn your video off and get that down. Go ahead and flip your paper over. Let's look at number 3. What does all the quadrilaterals in this group share? What shape are they all just looking at them? Rectangles. Okay, what else? They have 2 pair of parallel sides. Okay, let's see. Parallelogram, 4 sides, 4 angles, 2 pair of opposite sides that are equal, and 2 pair of parallel sides. So it can be a parallelogram. Oh my hands were on the wrong keys. Okay, and what other thing can it be? It can be a trapezoid. It has 4 sides, 4 angles, and at least 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay. It says draw a shape that belongs in this group. So what are you going to draw? A rectangle. Draw a rectangle over there. Draw a rectangle over there. What attributes do all the shapes have in this?
It doesn't have 4 equal sides.
All the shapes in this group share. What do they share?
They don't have 4 equal sides.
What do they share, it says. Not what don't they have. They have 4 right angles, 2 pair of opposite sides are equal length, and 2 pair of parallel sides. Okay, the attributes they share are they have 4 right angles, 2 pair of opposite sides are equal in length, and 2 pair of parallel sides. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at number 4. It says, look at the shapes. Draw shape A that belongs in this group. What could we draw there? We could draw a square. We can't draw a rectangle. Those shapes all have equal side lengths. So it has to be a square. And it says draw shape B that has 2 right angles and exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. So it's going to look a little different. 2 right angles, 1 pair of parallel sides. So draw your right angles. Oops.
We're going to cut one off. Are we going to cut a corner?
Yes.
It's basically a square, but cutting a corner, right?
Okay. So it is a shape that has 2 right angles. Those are right here. And these sides are parallel to each other. Okay. You're done with that? Go ahead and try to check your understanding. Okay, so this one with no right angles but sides of equal length can probably also be a parallelogram, but in this case it's a rhombus. And then you could draw a parallelogram over here.